Introduction towards Sustainable Energy in UTM. Hello, what's up guys? Do you know what is the goal of sustainable energy? The sustainable energy is to ensure that everyone has access to inexpensive, reliable, sustainable and contemporary energy. Fossil fuels such as coal, oil and gas have been key of sources of energy generation. Burning carbon fuels produce large volume of greenhouse gases, causes climate change and negative effects on people's health. University of Technology Malaysia have created UTM Campus Sustainability, which are led by director and followed by several deputy and fellow members in order to promote a sustainable campus community fulfilling the sustainability initiative. Next, we move to the background information of sustainable energy in UTM. UTM committed to practice energy efficiency and conservation to create conducive and sustainable campus environment. The policy of UTM in energy consumption is to establish a sustainable energy management system to enable continuous, effective and widespread implementation of energy efficiency within UTM. UTM has collaborated with several government and non-government organizations as the approach to achieve sustainability inside UTM and its community. This is a several partnership such as MESTEC, DOE, NGTC, SEAA, and UNEP. Here are few examples of sustainable programs by UTM in order to gain recognition by people outside of UTM, such as Solar Farm at UTM Park, Energy Saving Campaign.
Sustainable Development Goals was initiated by the United Nations back in 2015, where it comprises 17 SDGs, aiming to create a more prosperous and secure world. This includes affordable and clean energy, which were elaborated in 7th SDG. As the world moves to a more sustainable future, it is crucial to note that the higher uses of energy consumption increases pollutants such as carbon dioxide, air pollutants, and affects people's health by Regulator in 2019. However, reducing energy consumption in UTM required a lot of effort to educate and produce an impact, since energy saving or energy reduction is still considered abstract, despite a study shown by Khan et al. In 2020 that UTM students' behavior have a high awareness of energy usage. A case study conducted by Ahmad et al. In 2012 shows that the energy consumption in the Faculty of Electrical was the highest with 4,806,676 kWh or 1,384,323 ringgit annually in 2010. UTM is the second largest public university in Malaysia. According to the UTM, the Johor Bahru campus has an area 1,222 hectares with 13 residential colleges. Hence, students in an enormous place like UTM needed to commute from one end to another. According to Abdul Aziz and Ho in 2015, UTM is a commuter campus, which means students, lecturers and staff need to have a private vehicle to move across the campus. In total, 14,540 vehicles in the campus daily, ranging from motorcycles, in-campus buses and cars with annual fuel consumption of 48,700 litres of diesel and 2,591,711 litres of petrol engine. This placed transportation in UTM as the second largest carbon dioxide emission.
For methodology that we use for our survey is online survey and from the interview. For online survey, we did use Google Forms as our platforms. The target is the students, lecturer and staff in UTM, and we already received 75 of respondents from our online survey. This is the sample of the question that we did use in our online survey using Google Form platform, this is the description of the online survey and their background questions such as their email, age, occupation. And also this is for the start of our question for the surveys. And the interview, we did interview several students from Faculty of Engineering. The target is the students, and we already interviewed 5 students from Faculty of Engineering. Let's see how the interview works.
So my name is Razali and I'm from School of Civil Engineering, Faculty Engineering.
Okay, my name is Maszeri and I'm from School of Civil Engineering, Faculty of Engineering.
My name is Mohd and we always call me Irfan, and I am from Civil Engineering.
My name is Ahmad. I'm from Faculty Engineering, from School of Civil Engineering.
Alright, my name is Hamdan and I'm from Faculty of Engineering, School of Civil Engineering.
My name is Maszeri from Faculty of Civil Engineering.
In your daily life.
I think I usually use electrical and petroleum.
My daily basis, I only use electrical engine.
For me, I always use gas because I have a car and it will be used for fuel. And then I also use electricity for appliances in my room.
For sure, electrical.
Electrical and electric.
I always use electric energy for my appliances and petroleum for my car.
Inside UTM, I usually saw electrical energy.
So inside of UTM, I believe I only see electrical.
Basically, I think the frequently used by students is electricity, which is students always use that for their daily life, daily basis, such as for the heater and for the other devices such as laptop and phones.
Electric, conventional electric.
Electric and solar. Alright.
I always see students use electric energy.
UTM can put an extra charge on plastic bag usage for us students or staff to bring their own container to for takeaway.
I think UTM should implement 3R, reduce, reuse, recycle inside the UTM. I believe there's a lot of 3R bins around the UTM, but maybe it can be more than that.
UTM should introduce 3R to all the students and staff, and also UTM also can do some campaign which is not to use plastic straw anymore, and also UTM can go by the room to see if there is unused electricity by the students. Alright, thank you.
I think we can introduce some of appliances or in our campus or in our hall, like auto cut off appliances.
UTM can build a system like hotel. When students go out from their room, the electric energy auto cut off.
Alright, and let's answer. It's necessary.
Yes, I believe so.
Yes, that was absolutely yes.
Yes.
Yes, I think.
Next, we'll be going to the results and analysis. From the survey that we were collected, 92% out of 75 respondents were aged between 19 to 25. 97.3% were working as a student, while 93.3% were Malaysian. Respondents were then asked on the types of energy that they were using in UTM. Results shown that 100% of the respondents were using electrical energy, 8% were hydropower, 42% were petroleum and gas, 4% wind, 8% solar, 2% biomass, 1% nuclear, 8% coal energy. Respondents were then asked about type of energy that they see in UTM. Results shown that 97% were electrical energy, 28% hydropower, 37% petroleum and gas, 60% wind, 62% solar, 10% biomass, 1% nuclear, 2% coal energy. Then, respondents were asked about steps that UTM can take to promote environmental sustainability. 51% of the respondents answered with campaigning, while 29% were making new innovations and 90% on making improvements. Next, respondents were asked about what needed to be done to reduce energy consumption in UTM. Based on 75 respondents were asked, the answers given were random and scattered, but we managed to group and present the data that were available. Results shown that majority of the respondents, which is 25%, think that reducing uses such as plastic waste and electricity might reduce the energy consumption in UTM. This followed by 20% of the respondents who were suggesting campaigning as a method to go, such as Earth Hour, Saving Electricity campaign, doing tech talks, and awareness campaign. 30% of the respondents suggesting in adding more solar energy, such as in street lights and in utilities. While the rest of the answers, such as building a new dam, glow-in-the-dark paint for pavement, adding lights and motion sensor, and using electric vehicles. Respondents were then asked about whether reducing energy consumption in UTM is necessary. About 85.3% of the respondents agreed that reducing energy consumption in UTM is necessary, while others were not. The 85.3% of the respondents were then asked why. Why the need to reduce energy consumption in UTM? 40% of the respondents said that it is to reduce existing pollution, carbon footprint, fees, and maintenance costs. Next, about 20% of the respondents said that it is to have a healthy environment in terms of saving the environment and improving the quality of life. 12% said that it is to be sustainable, such as improving sustainability and achieving it in UTM. And the rest, which accounts for 28% of the respondents, said that it is to prevent energy wasted, to slow down the usage of renewable energy, UTM as a role model and example to other universities, and for the betterment of students, such as improving mental health. Discussion. From the results shown, it can be seen that most respondents use electricity in their daily life for studying, charging devices, and lightings. The second is petroleum and gas, in which respondents use for their private vehicles. While most of the respondents have seen electrical and solar energy is present in UTM. Most of the respondents agreed that reducing energy consumption in UTM is necessary. This is because 40% of the respondents said that it is to reduce pollution, carbon footprint, and mainly because in reducing maintenance costs and fees. This followed by maintaining a healthy environment and improve sustainability. However, this survey is limited due to constraints and that occur during online learning. Biased data also can exist due to more than 90% of the respondents were in the same category, aged 19 to 25, students and Malaysian. This can be improved more on repeating the survey on different age group occupation in UTM such as lecturers, staffs, and alumni.
I'm Ashnaf bin Razali and I will present about effect of reducing energy consumption.
There are a few effects if we apply reducing energy consumption in UTM. In this video, we will discuss the effect towards society, economy, and environment. By reducing energy consumption, the effect towards society is we can provide healthy lifestyle among students, workers, and also staff in UTM. It is due to less pollution of earth in environment around UTM. Next, it also leads to uses of advancement in technologies. For example, we can use sensor for light and fan in public area to make it easier for people to on and off it. We also can reduce energy waste in UTM. As we all know, the staff, students, and workers all will use their own transport to move from one place to another. Then, if energy conservation is applied, they will use shuttle bus frequently or practice carpooling more often in their daily life. Next is for effect towards economy. We all know the first effect is we can increase economic growth in UTM financial status since less uses of energy. Then, we can stabilize electricity prices and volatility among UTM community. As for students, it will lower their individual utility bills and leads to low study fee. They also can reduce their monthly expenses because they can save the petrol bill for their transport by using shuttle bus.
Effect of reducing energy consumption toward the environment. By reducing energy consumption, we can protect the air and prevent climate change. Cutting back on energy consumption reduces the amount of electricity that power plants have to make, subsequently reducing the amount of fossil fuels that are burned each day. Even a small change can make a tremendous difference. We can help conserve limited natural resources that would otherwise be used to power the power plants. Less demand for energy creates less demand for harvesting fossil fuels. Turning off the lights at night or washing clothes in the cold water can save trees, coal, natural gas, and more. From an economic standpoint, it is critical to conserve our finite resources. As fossil fuels become increasingly scarce, they will become extremely expensive. We also can save ecosystem and animals. Excessive energy use can harm animals and ecosystem. Mining, lodging, and material extraction associated with the provision of fossil fuels destroy habitats on land and in the ocean. Human-induced air pollution is one of the main reasons that biodiversity is disappearing at 1,000 times the normal extinction rate. Last but not least, we can conserve more when we consume less energy. Reducing electricity used in your home or going off the power grid with solar energy can benefit the environment, conserve resources and save life. Although your own energy saving adjustment may seem inconsequential, small steps become great leaps when multiplied by 7 billion.
In my opinion, reducing energy consumption in University Technology Malaysia is vital environmentally and also economically. Along the line with the Sustainable Development Goals, clean and affordable energy should be the crux of the issue. All universities, whether it's public, private or state-owned in Malaysia, should implement the goals with the help of the government to increase the quality, not just on education, but overall energy consumption. To reduce energy consumption, students and staff play a big role to minimize the energy usage inside the campus and college by switch on electricity devices when in use and switch off after use. Other than that, UTM can use renewable energy by applying solar on every building. The least can someone do to reduce energy consumption is by organizing a campaign to teach others about the importance of energy consumption. UTM need to reduce energy consumption because it can help in reducing utility bills for the electricity. Other than that, the environment in UTM can be preserved for students and staff comfort. They can breathe cleaner air as chemical release into the air is lesser, therefore climate change can be avoided. Personally, I think UTM can manage to reduce energy consumption because UTM is known as one of the top universities in Malaysia. This means UTM has all the technologies and supplies to come out something that can help in reducing energy consumption. Based on the data obtained, it shows massive bias because most of the population were in the same group localities such as age group, nationality, and occupation. More data needed to be collected in order to achieve the desired accuracy.